So Kirk and I, over this last week, we've been up in Sanilac County, which...
How many of you know where Sanilac County is?
Exactly. Okay. We didn't either. But it's up in Michigan's thumb, and we were doing a set of school assemblies. So we've just been inundated with working with a lot of youth, middle school, high school kids, and so we'd like to do a piece that helps remind us about our youth and being playful and
Just plain old having fun. How about that?
All right.
I wish I could go back to those days when a plain blanket draped over chairs could become the most magnificent fortress in all the land.
providing protection from parents and babysitters.
Who would dare tell the king it was time for bed? Back when the size of my imagination
Was more important than the size of my bank account.
And I miss the days when costumes were part of the regular rotation of my wardrobe.
When a towel pinned around my neck could become a cape,
And putting on red underwear over blue sweatpants would turn me into Superman. Damn, I miss the days when I was more concerned with kryptonite.
than with what others thought of me. See, I remember back when the Easter Bunny never forgot to come to my house.
When Santa Claus was real.
When night lights had the power to keep monsters away.
And Halloween was the one day a year.
When grown-ups finally figured out how to dress.
But now I dress for success.
And I dress to impress. And everything I do is defined by those around me.
Because I've somehow lost myself to the bills and briefcases,
The homework and housekeeping, and to the daily routines
that have left no room for recess.
I want to go back to when our backyards were playgrounds.
And every house held the potential for a new friend to play with.
When my parents' garden was a G.I. Joe jungle.
And playing in it left grass stains on our jeans
that our parents saw as another load of laundry.
but we just thought of as camouflage. If I could go back to when I wasn't afraid to jump on a swing set,
I would go soaring through the clouds
and only come down.
when my legs got too tired from flying.
But every time I shot a basketball, it was for the buzzer beater.
When every time I swung a bat, it was with the bases loaded in the ninth inning.
And when every time I threw a football, it was the last second Hail Mary in the Super Bowl. Those were the times when no matter what the outcome of the game,
I could always go home happy.
to a place where the bruises, bangs, and cuts could be cured by kisses and band-aids.
Where hugs had the power to hold back the tears from another fight with my friends.
And to a time when broken bones still hurt more than broken hearts.
Back when dealing with the loss of a loved one only meant having to say goodbye to Goldie the goldfish as I flushed him down the toilet in my Sunday best.
And a moment later ran back outside to play hopscotch with a rock.
When now I just get lost in the pain with a scotch on the rocks while listening to hip-hop.
And so I try to go back to those days by building forts with the paperwork in my office.
By watching Saturday morning cartoons on a Monday afternoon.
By singing in my car on the way to work.
And I would do anything for love.
Dude, you gotta stop that, please. With my windows rolled all the way down. And though I may never be able to go back to those times,
I can still skip when I walk.
blow bubbles in my chocolate milk.
And wish on the first star I see in the night sky.
And for that moment, I may forget what it means to be a grown-up.
And remember what it feels like.
Dude, stop that. To be a kid again. The great thing about children and being young or youthful in many ways is